Ambessa, I feel like he might lack the sustained damage to deal with her, especially if Kiin does end up falling behind. They end up going for the Anivia, a pick that Chovy feels very comfortable on, especially into the cast. And Sylas functions in a similar way. The chains into the dash, they're going to go for it.
He said, Flash Ignite, going to dodge away from the Skarner duck. Nicely done from Ruler. He survived, but Keria's now exhausted with nothing. He has nothing, no flash, no escape. The punish is there. They send it in, and they get destroyed for it. It's Gen.G.
Roll early on. You see Cannon's on top side. Oner's going to face him. He has the extra longsword. He can't fight.
Oh, Silver Bolts connect as well. Canyon going to throw a rock. The base damage from Skarner early is big. A wall now found. Oner presents himself for an easy condemn.
Come on, guys.
Exhaust down as well. In trouble at T1. Oner one hit away. And he dies to a lethal tempo. Vayne now. Next up is Doran. The flash on Silver Bolts. Kiin survives. Doran absolutely rubbish.
Just let some minions go. I mean, this is the problem with this lane. You're all in. Oh, Doran finding Kiin.
Yeah, maybe in trouble. Condemn going to be dodged away. The final
come on, let's kill him.
Doran gets into range. Drake out step. Isn't enough. He needs a little bit more.
Oh, man.
Now.
He's dead. No!
Kiin will find the solo kill, and stomping on T1's head now is Gen. On the Raptors.
But now I feel like with Duro and Ruler stabilizing, the taunt into Gravity Field is so strong. That being said,
Duck, yeah, walking into certain maybe Keria's there to help out as well. Shadow Dash flush away, Duro but not dead.
Right now, next struggle will be in about 3 minutes, so next will be about 20 seconds of those void grabs, and Oner is already...
Final hour, yeah, Keria's coming up though, TP as well. It's going to be numbers advantage here for T1. Peyz trying to get a bit of this action. Doran though, is he going to die? Condemn gets it away before that final Silver Bolt. And Kiin stuck between three. They want the kill to Peyz, and they will give him the shutdown goal.
What is here?
Smite goes down, it's one apiece. Oner looking for the last. Sonic Wave easy connect with the smite, but his smite is not available. Both junglers don't have that as Peyz going to steal away the Impale. We're all in fighting as Keria hooks it shot into Duro. Meanwhile, Ruler zones out Faker. He's off of the fight while Oner's going to fix the grab, but look at Impale comes through. Peyz steals the ulti with success, and he will find Duro. Gen.G, a Chaos Storm trying to travel up as petrifying gaze from Faker, not finding too much, and here comes Doran. Drake out set the ulti, dodged away. Ruler kiting back, but it's not enough. Canyon looking to save it as we are in the dregs of fighting. Abscond of Duck, Peyz gets Canyon, but he walks it out.
Kill the Vayne, come on.
From Doran, he held on for so long. There's a terminal boss coming in with the frostbite as well. Chovy trying to side off the fight, but Oner from a side kicks him. TP, where are you going?
Oh, nice.
A double kill. T1 fight fire with fire.
What a skirmish from T1 and the stun at the end. There's still a 700 gold lead in top lane. There's a 25 CS lead about, and still Doran had more value in that team fight.
Faker.
Does impact not used, but use the drive on him. Faker in trouble with the crystallize there. I don't think he gets out of this one. The chase up big. Canyon still following up. He's looking, he's saying, hey, yo, top, can you do anything? And I think Doran's going to say no. He's wiggling. Pings are going down. Gen.G are going to chase this for a long time.
So fast.
Oh, nice.
He's really fast. Kiin's now coming in. Another wall. A blast going. Faker on the grand escape. It will end now as Canyon
You could hit the plant. Come on, man.
However, all this time that Faker created with Gen.G chasing him, they're taking the second objective on the map, which is going to be the
public execution, and with the Shen ulti as well, there's going to be a 2v2. Kiin in trouble first of all, and he
Oh, nice.
It was indeed, you're right. Peyz stolen ulti works better as Canyon now in the 2v1 as he runs for the turret. His
Nice.
will not be in vain. T1 take two, and their map play was better.
And the most fun thing about Sylas is that he can still Gnar ults and Shen ults before those champions are level 6 to use them themselves.
True.
So what a fantastic tempo play right here by Peyz.
In a bit of trouble here. He's going to put the gravity field down. Safeguard over for Oner. Smite down as well. Sonic Wave turns into Resonating Strike. Tempest cripple. Ruler going to be autoed. They want the kill for Faker. And T1 are really pushing the pace.
But it's just so crazy that we have a Sylas playing up against a Viktor as the bot laners, and Ruler's just
by TP to get Chovy as he chased up the lane. It is Faker slithering in. He's going to dodge away, but the Shen he's going to come through. Faker's now left alone. Only help is coming through from Peyz. Petrifying gaze only for a slow hit. Peyz. Presses E one more time, needs the chains, won't connect. Faker has a wall, now a stun in his face, a crystallized there, another glacial storm. T1, a zone consistently as Peyz is going to take that E. Abscond of Duck, but it's dangerous. Luckily, the stun doesn't connect us. Canyon gets the ulti down. We look towards top. Oner's going to flash away. He gets the Herald, gets the kick, and dies. But now the Herald's trying to be defended here by Gen.G as Keria pops the ulti into Kiin's face. He tumbles away. He stops Keria from getting a kill. all the eye. The steal will come through, but T1 will not claim their prize.
Oh, Doran's going.
Nice.
Grab the Herald.
Oh, he will die.
Doran is going to spin a couple of times. He gets stunned up. He's alive for now. The damage on the Canyon is the Herald.
Oh,
Look for the
nice.
charge.
He's going
Look for the
deep.
engage.
Look at Peyz.
I see it on the Canyon, the knockup, but now he needs to get on out. He does indeed. Canyon flashes away. The ulti.
Oh.
Range. Now on the turret. Peyz coming to help out. This game has gone to
Come
the
on,
ring.
Peyz.
This is just silly at this point. As the follow-up from Kiin, the silver bolts, and hot damn, a double after about a 2-minute play.
I know what to be seen.
I think they're going to let this one go.
You can actually pick up the Herald.
How is that legal?
So, we actually going back to live right now.
Yeah, Peyz stolen the Glacial Storm, trying to defend himself under this turret, but 1 versus 3. Gen.G have his number up against the corner. Canyon willing to tank it up. He's got enough health to do so. Chovy gets a last little prickle from his ice damage.
And what are T1 getting on the other side of the map for this death? It is going to be another tower tier 2 right here as Gen.G have left Chovy alone down bot lane.
As long as they are having
playing
fun.
that first bot lane tier 1 for Gen.G.
Who's winning this game?
Us.
I think LCK.
Well said. LCK might be winning. Joe, also well said. Right now, it is a barrel last, but it is also entertaining as hell as T1. You're right. 35 seconds till the Baron. I mean, both these teams have measurable Barons with Cassio with Anivia, Vayne. On the side, Keria with an angle because the turret's about to fall on down. There's Exec ultimatum, kick away already. Ruler, they found his target. He's just having to kite it back. Quick front engage doesn't connect. No, T1 haven't found the kill. Peyz has to go deeper. Ruler flashes away without getting the ulti down, without getting anything else. Peyz is dead. Big commitment as Kiin looks for the follow-up. It's a final hour, I think, as T1 went deep, and the punishment is ensuing. Sonic Wave flashed by Chovy. Hot freaking damn. The leash in is blind indeed, as Chovy abuses the fact. The wall found for Kiin to shove against, and breaking the ankles of T1. That bird can fly.
T1.
Oner going to look for the steal here, but Duro's playing bouncer. The wall's there as well, and he's on vision. This is not going to be an easy task.
No way. Oner also finds Kiin here. Final hour popped yet again. Peyz is walking with him as well as Keria over the wall, trying. Oner getting taunted out. Baron almost going down. He's dead. And then he's dead. Gen.G stalled Baron. And that was way too close to call.
It looked close, but no one was there to help him with the damage. And I think we're starting to hit the point where T1's composition, 4 melees and a short-range mage into Anivia, into Vayne, into Skarner. There's a lot of things that can just control the pace of the fight. If they're not winning off that initial salvo, you're getting locked down, slowed, CC'd, controlled, and there's plenty of damage to cut through these bruisers, with Kiin being so strong.
Kiin, 3,000 gold, Storm Raisers, and Gen.G have been there to punish. A lot easier when you have Skarner, when you have a bunch of CC that lines up in a row. As Keria found out, Dragon spawns, the third one for T1, still looking for their soul point. Hextech Ultimatum going to start it off.
Oner?
Oh, look at
poisonous. Petrifying Gaze finds a mark, already one for Gen.G. It's Canyon in the thick of it though. A 3-man taunt, a storm to end them all. It wasn't just a glacial storm, it was a blizzard.
And the AoE is massive. It decimates T1, and Oner went for the kick.
Force Gen.G or some of their members to back off to defend the towers, to maybe cause a 2v3 or a 2v2 skirmish, but they can still win.
Oh, it's ambitious to say the least. Mid inhibitor going to go down, probably would go down regardless. Now bot is under threat. Doran going to look for top inhibitor turret. And he will do this reasonably quick here, looking for some resets, and it will be an objective bounty. But biggest question is, will Gen.G still find this bottom inhibitor turret anyway, or is that pressure going to be enough?
He's getting the tower, and only now
As a win.
Gen.G are pinging it.
Yeah, objective bounty as well. And I think that's what T1 needs to do. You need to find flank angles. If you approach from one direction, it's never going to work.
You do have triple TP, luckily for T1 if they want to pull the trigger. As you mentioned right here, Orcs.
Oh, POV, it's a contempt. Perfect timing. Thank you, observers. The auto is going to come through with Chovy claiming the kill. In the end, the dive comes through from Keria, but he's squishy as anything. Kiin is going to run the fight. It truly is the final hour of game number 1. As Faker left remaining his team in shatters. And the follow-up, the passive move speed from the Vayne with an exhaust as well, is going to claim Faker, or just about. This one's done, and Gen.G in under 28 minutes are going to see it through.
T1 maybe we're looking for a play at Baron. Gen.G does not even need that. They just brute force themselves in the base.
Faker tried to make the hero play with a petrifying gaze, but Gen.G would not get caught out. 5 members strong. Keria's going to go in. I don't think he's going to last very long. He does get his counterpart in Duro.
But a wall again. Canyon's going to run Faker in. Keria's going to be down. The low health bars do not matter. Gen.G have 4, and another wall will be given to the Vayne. Kiin electrifies in our 3rd place match.
Too easy.
Style here for the top laner of Gen.G, and it will be slammed. So there's no front line here that needs to be built for Gen.G. It is only scaling, is only power that they've locked in for this run.
Early trades. Looking at early trades. Duro and Rulo setting up for a dive here in the bot lane.
Thin minion wave for the dive. Cosmic Binding starts it off as 2v3. Peyz gets flashed on as well. Flag and Drag connect. And it's first blood down. Duro was tanking. Canyon gets out of the last turret shot. And Gen.G succeed. But we look at the top lane. Doran in bit of trouble.
What
Tries to
are you
make her out. One more water.
doing, man?
Flash the shield. Doran survived, pressing the E button while Oner looks for the trade. Now on top of Kiin, the stacks have run out. He's pressed E.
Come on,
Keria. Oner looking for the auto down.
Greedy.
We look again. The survival is not imminent there, but Kiin will die in the top lane. First one for T1 while Gen.G got.
And making Kiin commit the flash allowed Oner to chase him down.
It's not matter as well. Johnny's going to have to barrier a couple of autos. Peyz is dead. This bottom lane taking over.
One that he's also known for alongside that Lucian.
Oh no.
Oh, Peyz. Too
Trouble.
far.
Can shift forward. The root is going to connect. The Mystic shot. Stepping on a trap. Bit of return damage with Peyz still in trouble. The Mantra Q almost death. Peyz lives, not to go 0-3. Meanwhile, Canyon comes in for the seal off the bot lane, lost the trade. T1 might have to succeed this as Chovy's coming in as well. A Radiant Dawn awaits. The steal, yes. The fight as well. Getting the golden eclipse. Oner almost dies. He gets out thanks to Faker, but with Cyclone ready to find an engage here and get something for T1. Smite does come down. It does go to Gen.G. Oner looking for an angle. Solar Snare, Tempered Fate, all used. Faker now finding an angle as well. Grubsu go down. Doran finds his mark. It's onto Duro. The squishy Karma now down as Oner finds second Cyclone. Canyon needs to cool down to get the flag and drag away, but the flash from Faker, the root in the auto. It's not enough just yet. The flash Cosmic Binding. Keria tries to get Ruler. Ambitious as he was. An attempt still made. Canyon still low. TP coming in. Doran going to take it up. The all-out is there. But he will be traded over to Ruler. No one from T1 wanted to go in. Doran said, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, I feel like unfortunately T1 had committed way
You have to think of the fact that it's a 1-for-1 when Doran goes on the tower, and 2 TPs were committed from Gen.G.
Gets the stun up. It's a 1v2 here. The collapse is imminent. Peyz on top of Duro's head. Needs an easy kill. He was one before. He's going to be given another there. Peyz going to jump in front of the play.
Nice.
He takes down Duro. A much-needed kill for the 80 carry. Soul Snare there from Chovy getting a chunk of Faker right before the fight. Radiant Volley. Used poking tool as Keria. Also poked out as well. Oner looking for an angle. He's going to cycle the flag and drag. Buffet the trap. Ooh. Perfect placement
kill
from
him.
Peyz. Down goes the jungler of Gen.G. As Ruler has no turret to stand on. Keria walks in.
Nice.
The kill. Faker now under turret look with Duro.
Another one.
A cosmic binding from afar. Keria still flashes the brilliance. As Chovy's coming in to help one out. The dive's gone long enough. Faker knew he had no leg to stand on anymore. The flash. Chovy presses Q. Looking for the ulti. The auto. Almost enough. A cosmic binding there. Peyz in range. He will die. He scorched red. And Chovy pressed up.
T1. Great play at the start. Doran.
He's in trouble. Dumping going to be used. A little bit of squishy. The needlework as well. Kiin now getting back into that Q range damage.
Q3.
Also the flip. Kiin keeping. Flash away. Doran not going to find the solo kill.
The big difference in that situation, able to find the winning play, is secures him that
clips. Shines bright. Big kill. Gen.G still on top. But as we said, gold is actually quite even. So I'm saying that through mid, I'm saying that through bot. But Doran's doing a great job here on this Cassante, showing he's having a fantastic tournament. Might be in trouble here as Chovy sends it back with a rebuttal. Snare again, the poke through, and here we go, Searing Brilliance. Eclipse, he's dead.
Man.
Every time it burns red. Chovy.
He has like 900
the drop on
HP.
top of him. They just don't expect him to die. It was too much HP.
I didn't expect him to die, if I'm being honest.
We might be doing it again. Romwom's going to be bringing Faker up though, helping out Doran this time in the play. Soul Snare matches though into Chovy's waiting arms. A stun, flush away from Duro, almost getting an angle as Doran tries to do the same thing. Golden Clips comes in, not a kill this time. Tempered Fate is dodged. A snare narrowly avoided as T1 on the retreat path. Keria thinking about the magical journey, get the short form of it. Doran also matches that path. Peyz in a bit of trouble here. Onto Ruler though. Almost gets that Q down. Here comes Keria to help out. Canyon on the way as well.
Peyz is dead.
On the flash forward, Ruler almost gets Peyz, but a Q. Ruler is going to be Keria finding his kill.
Man, he has no HP.
in
Nice.
roll up. And Peyz will claim the...
Yeah, not the highest priority soul. They only have 2. I think it's a great decision, especially when you're not.
Had a pretty good game, all things considered.
This is a nice thing. Sometimes you buy a Kainic and then you end up getting matched into a champion which doesn't have the value.
They're both
has a lot here.
Cyclone, yeah, Duro's in trouble. He's been caught out a couple of times. Wouldn't deep vision.
Nice.
He gets caught out again. Tempered Fate is going to extend the play. Keria's got an angle. A binding roll up. He'll get slowed. He'll get autoed.
Nice.
Doesn't need to be against the wall. It'll be helped out with Peyz.
Let's go. We need to get creep.
Down.
That's unfortunately the downside of playing enchanters. When you go a little bit too deep into enemy territory to set down vision, you end up getting caught. Oner, fantastic engage right there, taking down Duro and force the play onto Ruler. And now with the refill being called by T1, they managed to get mid lane.
See Faker taking up this tower in the side lane. 45
Second
seconds.
top TP available. Dusk Control now picked up, or rather, second item at least. For whatever came next is Ruler poking out Oner is nice. Duro giving a shield. Peyz gets tagged out as well, and that damage might be enough to give Gen.G the confidence to start Dragon.
So what T1 actually really nicely did there is they sandwiched around so they can walk inside this river, but with those trades, Gen.G have the HP advantage, so they're just brute forcing in river.
Chovy front line.
Oh, nice.
The 3-man Cyclone. Ruler has to arcane shift away, but Chovy's dead. The gold is down on Gen.G as Doran has an angle. He's got Kiin in his side. Faker brings in Oner. It's a little bit deeper. Ruler spaced out with the Ezreal. True shot right. Gonna lay it down and pepper the back line of T1. Peyz flushes in, gets his auto, his headshot, ace in the hole. Duro almost dead as well. The flash from Keria, and Faker will join.
Nice.
They do not let you leave. You will die and fall into your confidence there.
Man, Oner has been so sharp.
Rest of the game with Peyz, half HP onto Ruler. Doran's coming in as well. Onto Chovy, a pathmaker up against the wall. The all-out Chovy has been delivered again. The third is free for T1 as they move to a 5 versus 4 and a Baron well-deserved.
So creative to wrap around, grab Chovy. He is the biggest threat on Gen.G and they have just eliminated it, which means that T1 can chill this time around because I don't think there's going to be much contest here. But as I say that...
Canyon's nowhere near. They're trying to pressure mid instead, but Keria has ult if he really wants to preserve it.
Faker.
Oh, they're looking for a flank.
Faker comes into the realm warp. Doran is there waiting.
Oh, nice.
He can arcane shift, but to where it doesn't really matter. The pathmaker in his way.
Nice.
Ace in the hole. And T1 ready to take us to 3.
Oh, he's been spotted. Oh, the ult!
Oh, missed
Just
it.
off. Had to throw it down pretty instantaneously. And just a little bit off on that one. Even Keria isn't perfect on Bard, but T1 are in great form right now. 7,000 gold lead with Baron. Would you see the TP coming in? They're looking for Peyz.
Gen.G just going to continue sending it. They're running out of time. At least as Peyz can take the magical journey. Golden Cliff's not enough. It will help the one for the damage onto Doran as he gets rooted up. Gen.G on the chase, the snare. Pathmaker again. This champion involved a lot of the time, but will he finally don't know?
Doran is good.
Again.
Nice.
A triple cyclone. Doran lives, laughs, and he loves that T1 ascending it once more as Chovy runs for the hills. But T1 take everyone out in front of him.
And Oner is just permanently in the right place, slides in behind them. Just when Gen.G think they found the turnaround play to get them back in the game. Now maybe looking for Faker on the bot side, but it just feels like the deficit is so large now. Actualizer on Faker, he's doing so much damage.
Baron recall, Protobelt, okay, Faker's gonna ghost instead. Flag and drag, oh, it's the wrong way from Canyon. There's the ultimate. Faker presses the actualizer. He'll take one with him as he drops the Chovy. But Tempered Fate in the top lane, Kiin's on a trap and he is dead. T1 are making business work in the base of Gen.G. Ruler at half HP after an ace in the hole. That turret still needs to go. T1 will between 2 turrets in the top lane. As this Baron buff is going to deliver them a couple of inhibitor turrets as well.
And Faker could have ulted out, flashed out, but he knew that if he burns as much time as possible down that ball, then T1 will empty the base.
Flash from Keria. Chovy pressed the rebuttal, but he'll
Nice,
die.
Chovy dead again.
Oner, we have glazed the hell out of him this game. His Wukong unmatched. Canyon unremarkable in this game, but he has had his number taken by Oner. As T1 run into the base, the flash going to be burned. Ruler looking to defend. Next starts now under siege to go to a game 3, the final one of T1 and Gen.G's tournament. It won't happen yet, but soon as the base is broken.
Magical journey to get Peyz out.
And he's okay. Canyon wanted to dive him.
There's the TP flank, but he can put a trap down on it.
The trap goes down. No, not in time. Kiin presses the W instead. Flush away from Peyz. He survives. Kiin gets in his range. Taken out by Doran.
Peyz lives.
Saving grace, but Kiin has the need to work. Gets the shutdown. One T1 is still running for their lives. The circus will continue. The music starts playing. And so does the Cassandre finally. As Keria takes a magical journey, but a flag and drag as Canyon looks for the chase. Keria will live. Fake is still alive on our screen.
Run out of spells, of displacement, so he will get pinned down. Kiin dies, Oner dies. Really nice player here from Gen.G, but Kiin might get caught as a TP coming in.
Yeah, this 5 TP's coming from Doran. He's going to make 3. The Kiin should be dying here. Need to work the last valley to get the slow path. Maybe going to be dodged away from. Tries to get Faker and Keria in the process. Jumps up into melee range. Faker's in a little bit of trouble, but Doran will take the kill. Faker has too much machine gun.
He's not going to be there to assist Gen.G.
Get the auto down. There it goes. One more inhibitor through mid. That'll easily be taken. The question is, can Gen.G find their defense again? It was on the run. It was low health bars. Soul Snare connects. T1 on the escape path once more. Not going to overstay. They've got double inhibitor down and Baron's up in 40 seconds.
The thing is, since it's a 4v5, we have firm control of that river, that Baron area. We do see Gen.G have a bit of vision on the Baron itself right now. Rabadon was completed there, but they have to find a way to push in and contest this. It's so scary against the Caitlyn. That's scary too.
That's Chovy. Rawless damage is still very meaningful. Remember that top wave is slowly coming in, so T1 trying to bide their time, getting Scuttle. Peyz will heal all the way up though from the Scuttle. Baron will begin. Gen.G are onlookers for now.
Look at Faker, look at the angle he has.
Faker with Actualizer to blow them all apart. Take us to a game 3 by himself. T1 themselves off the Baron. Canyon looks for an angle, doesn't find Keria. He's isolated for now. Mega Blaster gets him away while Faker positions well. The trap's a nuisance for Gen.G. They know they've got to back away, defend their base. T1 have played another good Baron.
That was so clean. Faker was stopping the angle behind the Baron.
We look at the state of the game now. Peyz so strong. We saw how strong when there was that rebuttal on the auto, but now they're looking for him.
Yeah, Peyz being found out. It's a double flag and drag with the flush draw. Magical journey going to get them out though. Canyon's such a great engage, but Peyz is able to take a magical trip to Neverland. The trap is down, standing on. Chovy does a good job of outlooking damage, but Kiin even wants a piece of the Peyz, but there's no pal here. He's no one's friend. Peyz is indestructible with his friends surrounding him, taking him to game 3.
So smooth by Peyz, kites through the magical journey, waits out the rebuttal, does not want to headshot himself, and just decimates every target in front of him. There's a last-ditch effort from Gen.G, but T1 will take us to game 3.
The Baron will move through the Nexus turret, so Realm Orb will pull in the last kill. Duro is running away, and T1 are running us to the last game between them and Gen.G.
Keria is a Pyke expert right here. He's going to be locking it in.
Lovely.
I'm a little bit worried for the damage output on the side of T1.
He's also got 3 calls as well. He landed the morning mist, the dark procession around. Kiin's going to flush away, but a wind becomes lightning, and death comes for Kiin.
Nice.
First blood to Oner.
And if death entire time makes it really, really difficult for Kiin to walk up and see us.
And meanwhile, it looks at bottom lane, headbutt pulverized. Duro's found a mark. It's Peyz.
And he's looking for the ult. He's going to press it.
Duro looking for the engage, finds it first. There we go. Oner going to fly on in, or at least press the button to stop them from doing so. 4 members, but an encore flies, and Oner is down. The first goes to Gen.G. Kiin, meanwhile, also finding a solo kill on the man with a eulogy. The Varus.
He really wants to make things happen. Speaking of making things happen,
Doran will have the ulti. Will he pull it out? Flashes instead. Chains Corruption going to land at max range. Pressing that E now for the ulti. It's a little bit late though. Doran going to get chunked, and the wife will die. Oner comes in late. The hero's entrance. Oner gets out of it, if only just. The ball now on his head, looking for an audacious charge. Faker needs a shockwave. His Peyz misses the stun. It's only a one-man on the Canyon. He gets the stun. Oner crescent guards. A re-engage, but Canyon running for his life. Surviving for now. Keria with the engage gets flashed on by Kiin. Falling with the dissonance. Faker will do it himself. He sends the ball out. The stun, the ulti. Kiin is dead as well. T1 gets some gold, but Chovy will take one back. A stun onto Faker. He'll slowly, Winds of War the beast. Faker will dodge, but he will die. And Chovy will pick up in one return.
Yeah. Oh, we're going back to live.
No, we're going to go to live. Doran's in trouble again, and the wife was used before, so 1 versus 3, he is dead. He has no flash. The kill's over to Kiin. The Varus top bet.
This is not how this matchup goes.
Will.
That was both teams kind of throwing whatever they had at each other. It was majority Gen.G using the Gallia ult to keep the Alistar alive. They are really bulky. Keria.
Chovy's deep. He's going to just punch, but gets caught out. Keria almost dies, though.
Yeah, who got caught there? I'm not
I don't know.
sure.
Why is Chovy not dying? I need an answer now. Shockwave's going to bring him in. He flashes away. He just punches again. Chovy takes a year to die, but die he does. A shutdown over to Faker. T1.
41. There's just not a lot of consistent damage of it. Oner.
Knock up, yeah. Oner's punishing this. Always Peyz. Good scout of the week onto Canyon under Tara. Tara not hitting just yet, but there is one. Encore comes through. Peyz in trouble. Duro, two-man pulverized.
Oh,
and
they
it
just
is.
melted.
Oner jumps back in. He wants something out of the play, but he won't find it yet as Keria wants to bring death from below. But all he needs is a skewer, and that misses. Gen.G
And gets punished.
Oh, Doran could be in trouble now. That tower's very low.
There is indeed.
Keria's
He's sticking
there.
around. Keria's coming to help on out, but the turret regardless is going to go down to Kiin, whether they continue the play or
Back
not.
forward, but Gen.G have already started it.
His Umble Glaive has been used. Len's now down as well. Gets a bone skewer to start us off, but this dragon feels like it's gone. Oner's coming in from mid to the dragon pit. TP is going to be used by Gen.G defensively. Engaged from Duro. Sets it up, and there's Chovy to fly in after the fact as well. No knock-up, but they're all in range. Oner gets sent away, or at least sends Canyon away. Three-man shockwave. Not bad, but not enough damage right now. And in the middle of it all is Oner, who's going to drop first of all. A bone skewer onto Chovy means naught. As Gen.G find the fight, find the dragon, 3 up, and threatening Imperial mandate that Orcs talked about, that's now been picked up. So it really is Chovy getting unkillable, or at least annoying at this stage. Duro at half HP, he doesn't hold, or rather have the unbreakable will. Oner ulties again, Kiin gets the ulti down. Oner is on an island, and Chovy comes in to make sure he drowns. Gen.G again, another pick.
That TP from
Them in the
Chovy.
5v5, which you may have to deny the soul. You need to think about how you can reach Ruler or Kiin. Those are the squishy targets. Although I will say Kiin has that Syndra arm guard, which is going to make things a bit
Duro
trickier.
takes like no damage.
Faker's used Shockwave, yeah, the ulti's going to be launched in. Chovy and Canyon flying in. Faker's now already out of the play after needing to burn his flash. Tried for the chunk onto Duro, but now, guess
Faker will
what?
be
He
dead.
doesn't have flash or shockwave. A blast cone, stunned up, taken by Chovy, so there will be no escape for the mid laner of T1. And a spear to silence all the fans with him. Baron sits in front, and Gen.G are unstoppable in this game.
And they have so much chain potential on this Baron and so much bulkiness and sustain. It's so comfortable to start this up. They can just be ready for T1 to approach, and the second they see a target, they'll go.
Doran making work on the bottom side. That's only his wife. He's walking up himself at 7k. Can they do the 4v5? Canyon relaunches himself into Peyz. Everyone forward on Gen.G. Once again, Oner's ulti used exceptionally well, but he's left isolated. Peyz comes in with the scout of the week. Gen.G are getting low. And to the credit of T1, they have pulled Gen.G off the Baron. They've gotten some health chunk from Gen.G, but now they must escape. The follow-up from Duro, the heal, the protobelt from Kiin. Chain's Corruption lands on his counterpart. The burst with the AP top lane, 80 carries enough. And Kiin finds a kill.
Faker.
T1 running for their lives. The winds of war. Faker comes back,
There's
but a
Chovy.
blast
Oh,
cone, a
Chovy's
shield
dead.
of Doran. Gundam Galio sends T1 down. A mecha unstoppable beast from the mid lane this time. It's not Faker. It's Chovy. It's Gen.G with a wipe.
They managed to clean
Simple
house it.
sound with the taunt.
And you know that T1 kind of get the vibe that if we let everyone push in here, can T1 get the jump in them from the fog of war?
I mean, I'm worried because the face checking's so easy. Chovy can just run on in. He's got to seek his arm guard. Good scout of the week. Starts on to Duro.
Look at the
Kiin,
difference
remember,
of
as well.
health.
Sonya's just completed.
There's the
Ulti
ult.
in. They want to send it
Mental.
and finish off third place. Shield of Doran. Easy as that. Doran hasn't had the best
Never
game.
been
The charm
unraced.
brings them in. And T1 are destroyed. It's not even close. It's not even competitive in this third and
Why
final
did you
game.
even try?
Gen.G pile up on top of T1, and their composition is not durable enough to fend them off. Gen.G with the Baron are gonna push as many lanes as possible. I don't think Cannon is even taking that dragon as consolation prize.
This point, it feels almost impossible for T1 to cut through all this bulk and the engage, the coordination from Gen.G. This is what we know from this team. This is them at their best. Keria's looking, this Pyke just feels so useless at this point. The champion
Yeah.
does not have nearly as much to offer.
But this composition is just so good at tanking T1. T1 have burst primarily. Doran didn't get ahead on Yorick, so he's not really an AD threat.
Not the best help there, not the best contribution. You can see Canyon has gone for a lot of magic resist itemization. Doran seems to be in a bit of trouble. He's trying to defend the Krugs, which I get. We know who he is.
He's Krugs.
Maybe Duro saving him from himself. obviously. The wife, down she goes in a quick moment, or at least close to, yep. And as you said, near impossible it feels like for T1 as they're going to lose their inner at the bare minimum here.
He now has the Vayne.
It's coming through as well as tankiness, and T1 just missed the window.
Gains corruption, dodge out of the way with the Protobelt. The burst is insane. Fake it with the shockwave for Kiin goes golden. You can't kill him. He's got too many tools. As Duro sends Oner once again into the middle of Gen.G, which I'm sure he's getting pretty bloody sick of right now. The Winds of War hits Peyz. A double down. The base in tatters. 29 minutes, and Gen.G are going to take it home.
It's only a Yorick and a Pyke to defend the base.
Just end
anything
it.
Doran can do here.
He's going to flush away. Gen.G are going to chase, but the Nexus turrets are next. A Pantheon, sure, but Doran is out of his own base, sent out by Chovy. Gen.G matched by DK, but T1 are just another day in the woodwork for the LCK team. And while it was a rough tournament that they're not defending their title, at least they'll be able to take down their rivals in T1. Now it won't be yet, as Keria does drop. Oner's coming up in 5. Fake is now alive. Gen.G will have to retreat as Shockwave brings him in, but Chovy buffers with the Justice Punch. Shield of Doran, Winds of War, Faker dies on the respawn. Oner gets back as well.
Hit the Nexus.
Chovy's right back in. You can't stop him. And I doubt that you can kill him as well. The next Nexus turret, they turn and go, you know what? We've killed another one. Let's get the Nexus. Third at EWC 2026. Unable to defend their title, but able to defend their honor versus T1.
Gen.G will win their final match of the